Hello, Luxies. Welcome back to the Luxury Live Show. Of course, beside me is my co-host, Kat Hal. And today we have a very fun live for you. We will be sharing with you the luxury items that we decided that we will no longer buy. And I guess those items are kind of like part of our wish list. I mean, I know Kat didn't have a wish list, but she still liked those items. So now we've just decided that no, we're not gonna get them. At least not this year. I don't know. So welcome back. I'm gonna share my screen, and we have some slides for you guys, some eye candy. And I think I'm gonna let Kat go first. So yes, we love those items, obviously. What's not to love? But we've decided, okay, maybe we'll drop them. Okay, I'll let Kat start first. But as a reminder as well, if you're new to this show and you're not familiar, we always do a topic at the beginning. And I know you guys love chatting, which is great. But if you have a question or a comment for us and you want us to answer it and to see it properly, just type questions in front. I mean, question marks in front, because it actually helps us see. So physically type in question mark, and then your actual question. Okay, Kat, I'm gonna let you go.
Okay, so I don't talk about this ring very often. It's sort of my, I don't know, I kind of like don't want to, I didn't want to talk about this ring in many of my wish lists. I think this is probably the first time I've publicly talked about wanting this ring, because I didn't want to, like, I'm kind of superstitious. I didn't want to jinx it. So this ring, I have loved for years and years and years. I think easily before I even started, or maybe just when I started YouTube, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is such a beautiful ring, and I've always loved rings. And I told myself that I would buy this ring when I hit a milestone. So I actually did meet that milestone this year. I did a little, like, some magic at the back, and I made it, and I decided, okay, let's take a look at this ring. And I had a shock of my life when I saw the price. 10,000 USDs. I don't know. I don't know why, but in my mind, I was thinking it was like, it's a lot of money anyway. But when I hit that milestone, I was like, okay, let's just do it. So I thought it was like 10,000 Singapore dollars or something. But when I saw USD, I was shocked. Okay, I was just, so even though I love it, I think I have to drop this from my dream. It's just ridiculous amount of money to buy brand new. Even in the resale market, it's so expensive now. So unfortunately, I love this. This is a milestone ring that I wanted, but unfortunately, it's not gonna happen.
Oh my gosh, it's so sad. It's so lovely though. It says 16 stone ring. How many carat total is it?
Oh, I can't recall right now. I think it's a lot. It's a few carats, the whole ring, but it's like in total, right? But still,
I guess it's the price of diamonds, right? I guess price of diamonds have gone up, and of course they charge you for the design and the brand name, but I had no idea it was actually 10,000 US dollars. That's crazy. Are you sure it's not? Are you sure it's like, the same equivalent in Singapore dollars? Because you know how sometimes even between countries they still vary a little bit.
Okay, I'll tell you how much it is in Aussie dollars, because I haven't gone to the Tiffany store to check out the price. It was like I just hit my milestone, so I just did it, and it was something that I wanted to do this year, but with pandemic and everything, so I decided, okay, you know what, I'm not gonna do it. But then I decided to do it, and then I said, okay, let's get this ring now. All right, this is the ring. But I haven't gone to the Tiffany store in Singapore because I just didn't want my hopes to get up or get down, right?
Yeah.
So I said, okay, you know what? It's time. Let's take a look at it. And I saw the price on the USD. I was like, wait a minute, 10,000 USD? I kind of remember it being like 6 or 7 USD. And then I Singapore doesn't have the prices, so I went on to the Aussie price. It's 18,500 Aussie dollars. Aussie and
Oh, so
Singapore dollars
sad.
are close one to one. Yeah, it's $18,000. The answer is no, no. Actually, the prices have gone up so much because of LV buying Tiffany. I think over the past few years, it's just, I don't know, it's the price has just creeped up. I remember
Yeah.
seeing it at 7 and then 8 and then okay,
Oh
anyway,
man.
goodbye. I'm not sad. I'd rather keep the money.
Actually, what you can do is also just wait till you know how the economy always fluctuates, right? Wait till the Singapore dollar or like Canadian dollar or even Australian dollar is par with US because it happens,
Oh,
right? There is some time when US Canada money is at par, so it's if it's 10,000 and if it's 10,000 also 10,000 Canadian, then it's a lot more reasonable, right?
that's gonna be hard, but okay.
Oh
Okay,
man. Okay, thank
yeah.
you for sharing. So this is this like a forever never, or are you maybe gonna
Forever
revisit when
never. I
you
mean,
hit
forever never unless I find the exact same ring half price in the
mm,
resale market. Because I won't
okay.
pay. I'm not gonna pay 10,000 USD for this. No
I
way.
agree.
No, sorry.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Goodbye, ring. Next. Okay. So this is sort of, this, I mean, I've talked about the Lady Dior for yonkies years. It's just something that if you watch my old wishlist videos, I've said, oh, I'm gonna get it. And then I said, don't get it. I'm gonna get it. So I love it. I think I love the idea of having it. I love the fact that, it's the classic piece from Dior. And yeah, I think it's the idea of owning it. Craftsmanship, it's a beautiful bag. And I just feel so, I don't know, I just feel so complete when I have such a bag. Like when I'm holding it, it's just perfection. But at the same time, when I hold this bag, and I've tried this multiple times in multiple stores, um, it just doesn't go with my aesthetic. I don't feel like I click with it. And to add to that, I have, over the years seen the price gone up. And it's gone up to the point where I'm thinking, why didn't I just get it earlier? So to me, this has passed that price mark. Yeah, so I love it, but yeah, sadly, I'm about 95% sure it's it's a no. Yeah, it's a no.
I have to agree with you 100% about the prices creeping up and just there's just a point where if you've waited long enough and it's just no longer worth it for your collection that you could just give up. I mean, I will say, and maybe that will make you feel better. I will say that style wise, I think it will still work for you. It's only that because we're in this still in this health crisis, and the way we dress is also so different now.
Mm,
Like we're so casual now. Like most of the time, we're still staying at home, working from home, and yeah, sometimes we make the effort to dress up because we do it for ourselves. Yes, I agree. But it is so different from before. It really is. And so I'm glad I have mine. When I bought it, it was still sort of like borderline unacceptable. If there was another
yeah.
increase, it's a no. But I have to admit, how many times have I worn it? I can,
Mm,
count with one hand. Less times than five. I don't even remember. And it's just sad because of where we are, circumstantial. Like we are in this period of time where it's just like, where are you gonna wear it to,
yeah.
right? So I hope this makes you feel better because in a way I have it, but like I'm not really using it. Like I'm glad I have it because it is a timeless piece, like you said. But is it really adding value to me right now? Not really.
True. But though your piece is a smaller bag, right? It's sort of like
Yes,
you sort of evening-ish. So I think that
it
also
is.
adds the element of you needing to wear it out for a special occasion. So that's also for me, like style-wise, I'm not the kind of person that carries a bag that kind of casually. If I want to dress up, then I'll maybe now I'll grab my Prada bag, but then I'll cook it casually. So this one just, it, I don't know what it is that holds me back. There are many, many little bit of things that every time I go into the store, I try it. I'm like, but I don't have an occasion to go out. Then I try it again. No, it's not casual enough. It's always something. So, at the end of the day, over the years, the prices have also gone up, which makes it worse.
So it's a sign. It's a sign that you don't actually need it, that you can just admire it from afar. I think it is, because you have better bags in your collection. Like, this is beautiful. Yes, it's timeless, and it's absolutely, everyone should have one in a sense, if they are a collector or if they just love bags. Yes, I agree. Like, it's timeless, it's classic, and it's Dior. But if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't, right? So I'm actually okay that you're dropping this. I think it's good for you to drop this.
We don't want to talk about it anymore, right? Like, that's it. Okay, we're done. Ask me a year from now, I'm like, just darn it. Okay, so this one, the Speedy. Now, this has recently creeped into my mind, and it's because I have been harping over that nano bag. Okay, that Speedy Nano. I really love it. But my caveat to that bag is that it doesn't have a detachable strap. But of course, I could go all crazy and just snip off the snip off the strap. I mean, who knows, right? Can always do that. So this one came out, and I kind of like it. I actually really like it. I like the fact that it's small but not too small, but and it has a detachable strap, and it has the zip that goes around, so it's easier to open. And I've always loved my Speedy 25, so this is actually a smaller version. It's actually a little bit like the Prada bag, so the size is, in terms of sizing, it's actually really good. I don't think I will get it because I just suspect it's going to be expensive. And LV's prices right now is just a bit ridiculous. So the leather version of this is 3,500 Singapore dollars. And I'm sorry, I'm done paying that kind of price for LV. I have a few bags that are more expensive in the 3,000, but they're sort of like limited edition ones. My Valicet is over 3,000, nearly the 4,000. So those are like just because it's so unique. But this one, I just think it's gonna be one of those pricier canvas bags. I don't know. I love it. Okay, I love it. So I'm saying this one is maybe like a 70. I'm gonna say 70% dropped. Okay, but who knows, right? If you get a chance to see this in store, or I get a chance to see this in store, I doubt, because it's a hot. I think a lot of people are eyeing this. Who knows? Maybe I'll be like, oh my god, I just bought a bag.
Oh, I absolutely love this one. I think you should definitely try it on if you can. But it's one of those things where if you don't get it now, because it's going to be the lowest price when it comes out, you won't get it later. So definitely try it if you can, because you still love LV, right? How do you feel about the strap?
Okay, so I'm not a fan of the strap. I think I don't know. I just feel like they should have just kept it at the original Vaquera strap. Maybe do it like okay, so one of the straps that I really love is the Petite Noe. So the bag that I have, the bucket bag. So that strap that comes with the Petite Noe can be adjusted. It's thicker. It's got more, I don't know. It's more to it. For this, and if they use that strap on this, I just feel like it gives the whole vibe. But they decided to go this like sportier. I'm in two minds. Sportier strap, I can use it on my other bags. It's fun, right? I can swap it around, use it on my Valicet. I don't know. But at the same time, I just don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think about the strap?
Yeah, let us know. And also let us know what are some of the luxe items that you guys have dropped. I don't mind a web strap. I just wish it was one color, just like the Musique Pochette, because that was one color, right? Either khaki or just pink or just black, just blue. This one is 3 colors.
It's kind of messy, right? And I even I'm looking at it, I'm trying to imagine buying the bag, using the strap on my other bags. Then I look at the back strap, it's like, whoa, that's a bit much. I don't know where to park this strap with. So I end up, it'll always come back to this bag. Kind of like, not sure.
Well, we'll see when it hits the store. I think it hits the stores in the USA. It hits the stores in end of this month.
Ooh, I
So
will just look for the unboxings.
yeah.
Okay, let's look at this one. So this is a recent find. Let's say I would say in the past 5 months. I love this. It looks like a pig's nose. You know the little in your emojis, like, and it's actually known for that. I mean, in I think in China and Hong Kong, it's called the cheap. I don't know what's the nose on. It's just there's a little like kind of like a nickname for this bag. So many
Okay.
people who have got this bag,
Now I see
Hermes.
it totally. I wasn't
Yeah,
thinking
now
of
you see
that
the big
before.
nose. Don't you see the big nose? Oh, so cute. Okay. This bag, I have tried the red version in store and it's so cute. Oh man, I'm a 50-50 with this. I think if I have nothing else better to buy at Hermes anymore, like I'm done with all the quota bags and this is still in stock and the price is still, I can kind of go for it. I might, if the bag bum bag trend. No, I don't want to use a bum bag trend. I say if I still like bum bags because it's even though it's trendy now, I think it's very functional. Bum bags are really functional. You can wear this crossbody. You can wear it as a shoulder bag as well. So it's really well thought out because the bags actually sort of if you turn it to the side, it's tapered. So because it's slightly tapered, it sits on the body really nicely. It doesn't jut out like a full if it was not tapered. So the bag's actually really nice. The reason I'm not gonna buy it, it's because currently they've got a lot of weird colors that I'm not a fan of. And also I know that so I don't know whether I should say this publicly. But if you're after quota bags, it's better to just focus your mind on quota bags and not confuse the your profile with all other bags. So I love it, but I'm not gonna buy it at the moment. And if they still make this in the future and they have not increased the price significantly, this might come back. Okay, so that's sort of like a hint on buying bags at Hermes.
Can you tell me what leather does this bag come in?
Okay, so it comes in two. If not mistaken, it comes in two leathers, Swift and Evercolor. So it's smooth
Oh.
leather, but yeah, it's quite expensive actually for a bum bag. It's really small, but I know the few people that have this, they love it. They say it's sort of a bit like our micro bags. Once you use it, you just keep using it. You don't even use your quota bags anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna hold out. Exactly what For the Love of Bag says. Hold out. I'm gonna make sure I just get what I want first, and then we'll play around with the rest.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but I mean, it is Hermes, and I feel like the price, it doesn't shock me as much as like the other ones, I guess, because like the other ones are just like, whoa. For me, this seems okay because if you think about it, LV's bum bag in leather is also around 3,000, isn't it?
True.
So
So
you're comparing, I know we're comparing oranges and apples. It's just not the same, but when you look at it that way, and if it helps, your purchase history over the long term, then it's okay. It's really
yeah,
unique.
it's
I
not
really
so
love
bad.
it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
cute.
I think it's not. I mean, the price is, if you compare the other brands and you think about
Yeah.
it, if I don't buy any other thing, it's not so bad. So it's sort of a few reasons. One, it's a little expensive, but at the same time, it's not so bad. But then I also think I don't have the color that I want because if I'm gonna get this bag, I don't want to get
Mhm.
it in black. I'm sorry, yawns, yawn, black. Okay, it's just, but I don't want to get it in red either.
Yeah.
So I tried red; it was a bit too much. I think if there was a green, I might have gone for it. So or maybe taupe, but there wasn't. So colors was an issue.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I had that
Yeah, you should get
conversation where
always.
so that kind of information was like, okay, no, we're not doing this yet. No, I'm like, no, okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Makes sense. Okay, well, that's great. This one
Okay,
I was surprised that you wanted it.
no, I don't. I love it. So it's like sort of I
Oh, you
love it.
love it. Okay.
It's not in my wish list, but I kind of love it now. I think it's grown. I think the size, because they shrunk it, it's kind of grown on me.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love the fact that the way they've done this now, this 21 size. So it's a
Mm.
little bit like the Speedy actually. So the Speedy is like this big, right? So this one is just the same size. So it's kind of cute. Oh my god, the cuteness got to me. I'm like, oh, okay, I love you now. Because previously it was this gigantic bag that's not really a duff, not really a bag. I mean, briefcase, not a Birkin, not a Kelly, kind of like Kelly's fat sister.
Mm.
And yeah, it's sort of weird. I just didn't really, really like it. Then they shrunk it. And the way they've done the straps, you can wear it multiple ways. You can wear it crossbody. You can wear it like a, okay, I'm not sure if you wear it like a belt bag, but you could, because you could do a variety of things with the strap. I like the concept. I do not know the price. And I suspect the price is going to tell me, Kat, you love it, but you won't buy it because it's expensive. Sure. I'm sure I'm sure it's going to be like those Lindy bags. They're really pricey. I love it. But wow, at retail, it's significant. Um, what else do I like about it? Yeah, I think it's at the smaller size. It's kind of cute and fun, like a little dumpling now.
Yeah, this would be the size that I would go for. I would actually, if offered this size, this bag, I would take it. But it is very
Yeah.
expensive. I I don't remember exact amount now, but I did saw it on the purse forum where people post prices, current prices, or at least the most current one. I think I remember this was still like 10,000. Either
Oh, that's a
Singapore dollar or
lot. I'm
Canadian dollar,
sorry.
something like
No.
that. It is high. So at tax, whatever, right? So it's gonna be around the 10,000, 11,000, I think. I
Uh,
think that's what I remember. So it is high. It is expensive.
yeah, and you know, and that's the issue, right? Because it, it being so expensive, and I'm sure some of you here, right, our Luxees, know that whether you buy the Birkin or the Kelly, yes, you have to do the pre-spend if you're buying from the store, but the prices are not that far. Okay, they're not that far,
True. Yeah.
and yeah, this will resell very well. So yeah, it's all that. It's everything mixed together. But of course, you love Hermes, you buy everything, right? I'm sure. I'm sure.
Eventually you get there. You end up with everything.
Oh.
Oh man, yeah, it's so hard. It's so hard because you want everything. But yeah, thank you so much, Kat, for sharing. You guys are gonna see my list, and hopefully you guys understand too. It's just like, oh, I love it, but just I don't know. Okay, this one is easier to justify why I'm dropping it. So I've been obsessed ever since watching Kat's video, Isabel's video. Everyone in the planet who has unboxed this in the past 2020, 2021, I've been sort of like, oh my gosh, it's so cute and it's so affordable, for what you get, like all lambskin inside and out, and Bottega signature. And it's just, I've touched it. Like I went to the store and tried it on. In fact, I did order the pouch in black from Farfetch, and I tried it at home and returned it because it was black. And at the time, they didn't have the color I wanted, so I just ordered black. And I returned it because it was black, and I was like, oh, I might as well get it in a color. I should wait for a color. But now I decided, no, I'm just gonna drop it. First of all, I don't know if you've seen, but I just added how many micro bags to my collection. So I got no money to spend on Bottega Veneta. So that's number one. And second of all, I don't know. These are still very, very mini bags, but they are so constricting in a way, I found. So when I tried the pouch, yes, the phone fits, but it was sort of like awkward. You always have to sort of arrange your thing. So I most likely wouldn't even put my phone in there. So it kind of defeats the purpose of having that space there. Might as well use my micro bags, which I love so much. And then I feel like the Jody is probably similar because of the fact that you have to open it and it's like an awkward rounded zip. And then, yeah, I just decided, you know what? Let's just drop it. Let's just concentrate on our main goal this year. And then all the distraction from Chanel, because of course you guys have seen, right, the new runway for next year. Oh my gosh, all the beautiful things coming out. Kat, are you
No,
still there? Oh, okay.
yeah,
I didn't hear you, so I
yeah,
wasn't sure.
yeah. So yeah, I like the pouch. I think if you have nothing else, like you're done with your whole collection, I think it's still a fun bag to get and get it in a pop of color. That's for sure, because this is that kind of fun, trendy bag. But you know what? I can also see this bag, let's say 10 years from now, and you pick it up, it's still timeless enough.
That's so true, yes.
Yeah, it's so like some of those bags, like there are some bags that you just know you're dated. So this one, because there's not much hardware, it's just leather, it's still, it's relatively, it's timeless. But you're absolutely right, just focus on your mess. Don't go wander off to Chanel anymore. Oh, did Amy just get cut off? Did I laugh her away? Oh dear. Let me know, guys, if I'm the one who's cut off or is Amy the one who's cut off? Oh dear, what's happened? Oh gosh. It's like, well, Amy froze. Okay, so it's not me. It's not me. It's not me. So I guess I'll entertain all of you, because I suspect Amy forgot to put her power to the computer, and now the computer's turned off. I suspect so. Wait, let me take a screenshot of this. This is kind of funny because, technical issues. Yeah, let me just take a photo of her. Cat is
Oh
me.
my gosh, what happened?
Oh, Amy, seeing two of you. You're doppelganger.
Really? Oh no, what is going on? Okay, you know what, Kat? I will share my screen again, but let's just be on the safe side. Let me just send you the deck just in case it
Okay.
disappear again, because I cannot believe it's happening. It's like, what? This is annoying. So let me just, I have to export it too.
Amy's frozen. Everybody's like, Amy.
I was like, I can't hear you, Kat. I'm like, are you still there? And then I just checked. I was like, okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna check if you guys are still there. And I was the one who's not there. So
Good thing I got a picture of you.
anyway, I will export this, send it
Yeah,
to Kat, because oh my gosh, if I
Okay, just
disappear,
send
at
me the
least you
deck.
guys can still see what's
That's
going
funny.
on.
That is funny. It's a good thing that you froze in a very seated position, really calm. Instead of like
really? That's good.
if it was my face, it'd be like
Oh gosh. Okay, did I do the right one? I want to make sure I sent the right one.
Oh, guys, that's funny. Well, things happen. It's out of our control. Things happen. It's like freezing on a Zoom meeting. You're also serious, and then next thing you know, you're like,
We had Clara on.
it could be your connection. Yeah, it could be
Actually
the
kept
connection.
freezing and disappearing, and
Yeah. It's your connection. She's gonna freeze again. This is funny.
oh, I'm freezing again.
I know. That's kind of funny.
Is it also Cat or
no? Is it my connection? No, my connection is 5G. Okay, for Singapore. Singapore has the best internet connection in the world. Okay, or maybe Korea. I think Korea has really great internet connection, because and Japan probably like super super fast. Am I talking to myself? This is too funny. You guys are just laughing, right? I know, Ingrid, you're right. How come Amy freezes and it's always in a nice position, right? That's unfair.
But I'm still right. I'm still here.
You're still here.
You see?
You kind of like down. We
Okay.
didn't talk for a moment while
What's
it was.
happening? Because my file, I'm sending you the file, and I think it's taking up the bandwidth. Oh my god. Okay, it's sent. It's sent. So you should be receiving it soon, just in case I disappear again. Okay, let me share my screen back. Oh
Maybe,
gosh.
yeah, maybe you should need to close some of the some of your internet connections. Maybe I should do that
I
as well,
close
just in case.
I restart my computer every time I do a live stream. Everything is closed. There's nothing open.
Yeah.
But
So the
someone
internet
else is
connection
playing
in
games on the other room, so
that's
that I
probably so.
can't control.
True. Singapore's
Yeah.
internet connection is like 1G. Okay, woo, it flies out like that.
Oh, crazy. I would love, it would be a dream to have fast connection here. Can't lie, we don't have. Okay, this?
Did we get her at a bad angle now? I should take a photo of this. I'm so mean. I'm such a mean host, right? I'm a mean co-host trying to snap pictures of my poor host who's struggling with internet connection. Okay, let's not laugh at her, but poor girl. So let's just make sure that she sent me the deck, and she did. And I should present it so they won't take up too much of her bandwidth. Poor thing. Oh, that's funny. You guys are just having a laugh, right? I know you're just so mean. We got mean Luxees here laughing at you.
What am I gonna do, babe? Like I don't know what to do.
Okay,
I'm
why
gonna
don't
share it
I
one more
share
time,
this?
unless you want to share it, because
okay, I'll share it.
yeah,
So
I'll let you share
maybe it's
the screen.
yeah, maybe it's taking up your bandwidth too much. So let
Jeez.
me just do it.
Yeah, I'll let you share
No
the
problem.
screen, and I'll have my phone on standby just in case it dies again, like the computer connection, the Wi-Fi connection.
Okay, no worries.
I'll have to use my LTE like last time.
Okay,
Dang.
you guys.
Okay,
Okay, you
yeah.
need to.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Let me just go down. All right, let's go to this one.
Okay, much better. At least if I disappear, you guys can still see what's going on. Okay, so I've decided to drop the product. I mean, I guess you guys never even knew that I really wanted it. I secretly wanted it so much because, again, these ladies, bad
Oh my God, let me go
influencers.
grab my
I mean,
bag.
they're good influencers, but they just kept influencing me. Like I kept sending pictures of how shiny their bags are. There you go. It's like, oh my gosh, you guys are not helping. And I even talked about it on the luxury live show for the members one. The members one, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to add it. It was in stock on that day. It was actually, there was 2 in stock online. I was like, oh, so tempted. But I also was very aware of how much distraction I had with Chanel, right? Micro bags. There's actually haul number 2 coming. I forgot to say it in the video, but there's a haul number 2 coming from Chanel. It's coming on Monday. It's a smaller haul on Monday from Chanel. I mean, I'll do some Chanel and Hermes unboxing. So I told Kat, I was like, okay, let's just concentrate on my main goal this year. The main goal is Hermes, okay? Let's just work on that first. Let's just get that damn bag first, and then maybe we'll revisit this beautiful crystal bag. But luckily, when I rechecked the website the next day, it was already gone. So I was like, okay, I don't have to think about it. I'm just dropping it from my wish list this year. Maybe I'll think about it next year. If they have a price increase, well, hopefully it's not 30% price increase like Chanel, like if it's $100, $200, it's fine, Yeah.
I love this bag. I think I really like it. It's not because it's the new thing in my collection. And when you get that honeymoon phase that you love the bags, but I actually really like it. Like it surprised me more than what I thought I would like. It's a little bit like my Bottega. I actually really like my Bottega but because guys, and I can see Joe just sharing as well. Joe overjoyed that we are still stuck. Our lockdown, our semi lockdown in Singapore is extended again for another month. So it's just ridiculous that we're not to say we can't go out, but it's sort of restricted going out. One person, two people, it's like all kinds of weird things. And we're 90% vaccinated. Okay, 90% of the population are fully vaccinated. We are still in a mini quote unquote lockdown. That aside, it's just that I don't go out. So I haven't used my bags. Surprisingly, I grabbed this bag to go out. I just grab it because it's light, it's easy, it can fit a lot. I don't really think about it. And it's really nice. But I totally agree with Amy that you should wait. The price point is still acceptable. It's expensive, but not like Chanel expensive. So, if you wait 6 months and you still like it, you want that fun, sparkly, something, something different in your collection, you can still get it. Like, it's not like a Birkin bag, right? Where it's so expensive. This is still, cut a little corners here and there. You can definitely save it.
Let me ask you, between this and your Chanel micro bag, the one with the top handle.
Oh, that's not fair.
Because you bought it at the same price range.
Okay, good point. Wow. Between the two, they are kind of, they're quite on par. Obviously, when you wear something Chanel, you feel Chanel. You're like, oh,
I know. That's what
Chanel,
I can't get over with.
Yeah, I'm Chanel. I'm Chanel. Even though I'm not, I don't look like Chanel, right? But of course, when you wear Chanel, there is that air of luxe. But when I wear this, because it's so sparkly, it almost gives that wow factor as well. It's like, dang, this is a bag. Like I am myself admiring the bag as well as I'm looking. I'm like, ooh, look at all the shine. And so obviously it doesn't give you that Chanel feel, but because it's so different from everything else that I've seen, it's still really nice. Can you imagine
So
if
you didn't
Chanel
answer the
makes
question, basically.
Well, they're kind of, I won't say they're at par.
They're par, okay.
Kind of. Yeah, if I was going out at night, I would say I would get almost the same amount of attention if I'm looking for attention with this bag and my Chanel bag.
But which one makes you feel more like, when they say it really makes your heart sing? That's what Chanel does to me.
Yeah, I
the
would
craziness,
say Chanel.
but
I mean, the Chanel micro bag is so stinking cute.
It is, yeah.
Like Chanel and Hermes are on their, unfortunately, okay, I know people are just so sick and tired of us saying Chanel, Hermes. They're so sick of it. I am sick of it, okay? But they are in their world of their own. When you carry a Birkin or carry a Kelly, you know, okay, guys, if you carry one, you feel different, okay? Don't lie, okay? Don't lie. And it's the same with Chanel, okay? When you carry your classic flap, don't come at me and say that, oh, it's just a bag. Come on. You bought it because you know it's a Chanel bag. So both of them are just at a class of its own. And then the rest, you have a different feeling to it. So yeah, it's good
that they're so close because it means that they've done really well. And actually, I just see Diana's comment. She's like, I love this bag more than Chanel. Well, good for you. That's why I'm so attracted to it too. I'm like, oh, 2 of my girlfriends have it now. I'm like, shit, do I get it too?
Oh yeah, you should actually try it out. We should get like one of the girls.
They don't have it.
Oh,
not in I checked it in store. They don't have it. Every time they have one come in, someone's name is already on the list. They would never even show it to you because they go down the list of people who put their names down. And the only time I saw it in stock was online. That one time I talked about it on the Luxury Live Show members live. They had 2 in stock that day because I added to cart and I pushed the plus button to see how many there were. There were 2 that day.
It's
gone already.
But yeah, I would say hold out on this. Like, even though I have it, I mean, looking at what you have, like, just hold out, because your collection is really complete. This is
True.
something that you can just get, even if it's a little higher, like 2.5, it's still, it's still okay.
All right. Pass.
Pass.
You're the one controlling, babe.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I know. Normally it should be me. Okay. Oh my gosh. So those of you who have not seen my preview or review of the spring summer 2022 collection, so 2022S, this bag, oh my gosh, this bag, I just know it will be sold out before it hits the store. Like everyone's would have, like, every single one of them will have been spoken for already, because I know people are already asking their essays. But I actually did ask my essay too. I was like, oh, when this comes in, please let me know. She's like, wow, it's so far away. Can you please remind me when it gets closer? But at least she knows beforehand. Like, if she has an order of who asked her first, I should be at the beginning, right? So I will look at it if it comes in, and if we don't have to buy it before seeing it, because what I end up doing a lot, especially because demand is just crazy, there's not enough supply, is that you sometimes have to buy it before you even see it. Hopefully I don't have to do that. Hopefully I'll have a chance to see it, and maybe I will revisit it next year. But as of right now, as of this moment, I think I'm dropping it. I
Sort of like
know,
the
shocker.
50-50 maybe.
But I just feel like, there are just so many distractions, and like I said, the previous two I'm already dropping, because it's not like they're bad distractions. They're beautiful, but it's just how many. I'm not made of unlimited funds, right? Like, how many things can I be distracted for? And I know this is Chanel, but still, am I gonna regret it? Maybe. I don't know. What do you think, Kat? For me, do
Okay.
you think it's okay?
Okay, if
It's
it's
like,
for
should I drop
you,
this?
I think for you, okay, I'm not gonna insult anyone. I'm not a big fan of heart shapes, okay?
Right.
So I'm
True.
biased in that sense, because I find that it's gimmicky. Having
Mm.
said that, I have to admit, this is cute. Like, this they did it well. They did it with the front pocket, they did it with the back pocket, they did it with a zip, and it's Chanel. Okay, so that done. This Chanel. Um, if you can get it, I think I think it will add a little nice touch to the collection. But because it's so hot and everybody's just flipping over because of it, it's gonna be crazy expensive. Am I right?
It's supposed to be. I think some people have already posted online that and it can still change, right? I don't know if you remember, guys, when they said that, the micro bags that I just unboxed, when they said that it was a certain price, but right before it came out, they had a price increase. So it wasn't even the price that they thought it was supposed to be. So it can still change. So as of right now, people have posted that the small version, I mean, the mini version, like the nano version that you see on the right, is 3,100, I think, and that must be
USD?
in USD. It must be in USD.
No.
I don't think they would post in Canadian dollars. That makes no sense. And then I think the large, no, 3,400. I think 3,400 for the nano version, and the small on the left, or the regular size on the left, I
Bye.
think that one is 51. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's just
No.
too high. I know it's very novelty, but it's past the invisible line of reasonable. Okay, I know I called things reasonable many times before, but even for me, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's gonna be
crazy.
in the 4,000 Canadian plus tax
Probably,
and
yeah,
everything. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. No. No. I don't
yeah.
when it comes out, who knows? But really, at this point in time, when I'm looking at this for $4,000 for this hard bag, on top of the fact that I personally am not a fan of gimmicky shapes, I can take circles. I think that's still okay. But with heart shapes, I even if you give me a star shaped bag, it's a no. I just But you know that price is just no. It's
Yeah, the
4,000.
price really does deter me, and I think that really does help me say goodbye to this. Like, I still want to look at it when it comes
Yeah.
in, and hopefully I don't do something crazy and just bite the bullet and get it again. Like, I hope I don't do that. But at this point, I'm just saying goodbye to this one. I'm like, bye. I don't think I'll get you,
Bye.
but
Anybody's getting it? Any Luxie's getting it? Let us know in the comment section.
it doesn't look like a lot of people are a fan of it, actually. Just looking at the comments. I
You
think
know,
June Wells, the heart shape seems juvenile to her. Lux Love, for the love of bag, she says, I don't know about the heart bag. So yeah, doesn't look like everyone's a fan of it.
yeah, and
I
you
think
know,
it's just
okay,
the
I'm
novelty aspect of the fact that they are doing a heart bag also, because we just saw LV do one and it's been very, very successful. I think they concentrated in Asia for that reason, because they know Asian people go for anything limited edition. So
oh my gosh.
I mean, here in
So
North America, maybe it won't do as well, but in Asia,
uh,
sold out the moment it came out. So hard to even get one. It's just one of those things, right?
yeah, you
So
know,
we'll
and I
see.
feel like this bag, you know, because it's this kind of odd shape, you really, really need to inspect the bag. So
Yes.
this bag that I mean, I can see it, and I don't know how small you guys are watching this live stream, but if you look at the one at the top left, can you see the stitching?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, the stitching is sort of like out of alignment, like it's outside a little bit. There's no stitching here, and then this little
It's like
knob at the,
shifted. Yeah.
yeah, it's like shifted. So this odd shape is going to be really, really finicky to make. And if you don't get a good one and you're thinking, oh, you know, I'm going to buy this in the future, it's going to be worth so much more money, you actually need to be quite careful with this purchase. Because look at that. I can already
Yeah.
see it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that little stitch that's out of
Yeah, this is
alignment.
something that was I saw that too, and then I saw someone point it out on Instagram. I'm like, oh great. But you know what? That's what it is, huh? Chanel can do whatever, like they can do these things, like subpar craftsmanship now, and people still go for it.
Yeah.
I know it's crazy. It is insane.
Eat it up.
I'm one of those people. So I'm gonna admit it. Like my bags are not 100% perfect, but as long as it's not like so ridiculous, I'm like,
Mm.
I know it's hard to get. I'll still want it, and I use my bags, right? So it's not like I'm trying to resell them or anything. Usually that's not the goal, right? Actually, it's never the goal. If I do resell something, it's because it's in my collection, and like over the long term, I just found myself not using it, and I might as well just recuperate money. So
Yeah.
that's why sometimes I still sort of like
Let it
turn a
go.
blind eye, but as long as it's not terrible, like it cannot be a very bad mistake. Like I still won't take it if it's if it's like right in front of me on the front on the flap or something, like I won't,
Yeah, yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
if any of you are getting it, just make sure you look and see what is
Yeah.
acceptable, right? But yeah,
Yes,
okay. Moving on.
absolutely.
Bye for now for the price. Bye.
Bye. Okay, yes, we just talked about this last week as well. So um fine jewelry, I've gotten all kinds of fine jewelry this year, and I'm so happy for every single piece I've gotten. So all the rings I got, this bracelet, absolutely the best purchase ever, ever, ever. And I had the idea of, oh, maybe I need something on this arm, like something different that I can wear alone. So I was between the 6 motif Sweet Alhambra or the vintage 5 motif, and based on all the members, they said, go for the 5 motif, might as well, which I totally agree. But I think I will still drop it, at least for now, because I'm just, like I said, too many distractions. I'm getting an Apple Watch anyway. I don't have space on this arm anymore now that I've decided I need a digital watch. And yeah, this will just be like in the back burner. And if one day, if there was a very special occasion and I want to treat myself, maybe. But as of right now, nah, it's okay. I'll just save myself the headache
Yeah.
of thinking about it.
Damn. This is actually, are we gonna talk about this tomorrow? Are we talking about this? I think I am.
Well, tomorrow we are gonna. So tomorrow is a members live. Tomorrow we're actually gonna share things that we will buy.
We
So
will
it's kind of
buy.
like an early 2022 wish list, right?
Yeah.
We chose items that we will be sharing that we will buy no matter what, or at least we'll try our best to buy it. So it's not
That's
going to be a
tomorrow.
long list. It'll be a few things, but I know you
Yeah.
have one of those things in there.
Yeah. So I don't want to talk about it. I'm like, I think I like this. It's kind of grown on me. You know, it's the fact that I decided to walk into the VCA store and try it on. It's grown on me. But I yeah, I think yeah, I have nothing bad. I have nothing bad to say about this. I just feel like this still is it's nice. It's nice. And
Yeah. That's why I'm not saying no 100%. It's more like for now, it's a
mm,
95% no, because I got no money. Like if you add up everything we just said no to, like there's so much money, and then I still
yeah.
have to buy whatever is coming my way if it comes my way anytime soon, right? So it's sort of one of those things where I'm just like, no, I can't lie. Just too much
Put in
damage
a
already
hole.
so far. So
Yeah. Okay.
bye.
Ta. Oh, this one.
Okay.
This one I agree it should be
Mm.
ta, see you later, never come back. Okay. But I'll let you talk first.
Actually, for this one, I was flip-flopping between yes and no, because at one point I was even thinking, okay, I'll just bite the bullet. I should just get it next year. But I thought about it some more, and I'm like, well, I'm still gonna want more bags probably. And I'm still gonna be working on, let's say I get offered something this year. I'm still gonna want to work on a second bag next year, and there's gonna be pre-spend, and of course there's still gonna be Chanel collections that are all of us cannot wait to get and see and try to get our hands on. Like for me especially, uh plus everything else I just mentioned before, those can still be distractions that come back and haunt us. So when I thought about all of that, I'm like, okay, wait. Do I really need a Chanel jacket though? Do I even have anywhere to go? Like there isn't. Similar to how I was telling Kat earlier, it's like we're still in a pandemic. You know, things are getting better, sort of. I don't
Sort
know.
of.
I don't even know how to rate it, honestly. But do I really need a Chanel jacket right now? Probably not. So I'm saying no to it now and probably forever, because these jackets, what are they going for? Sort of like your ring. It's like
Oh yeah,
$10,000 or
no.
more sometimes,
Totally.
depending on.
Not worth it.
I know,
Not worth it.
but it's so nice.
It's hard because you see, you're the fashion girl. You love clothes, and I
Yeah.
love clothes, but I don't love clothes like you. So it's easy for me to say this is a no buy because the price. I'd rather buy a bag. I'm a bag girl. I'm a bag girl. I'm a bag girl. I'm a jewelry girl. I would rather put that money in a bag or jewelry than in a jacket that will deteriorate. And I know bags will deteriorate, but clothes deteriorate like faster.
Oh yeah, clothes for sure.
Yeah,
Jackets
it's
will behave a bit better than, say, like,
a
I don't know,
t-shirt.
pants maybe. I don't know, but it's
Fair.
still gonna deteriorate. You're right.
Yeah.
Um,
And the prices, like the price,
yeah.
I'm like, no, this is too expensive. Though I understand it's the Chanel black jacket. So, but the price, oh my God, like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hopefully when there's no more pandemic, like zero trace of it, hopefully one day if we can go back to that, then we can, I don't know, then we can maybe like see if I can find it vintage, right? I know a lot of
Yeah,
you, especially MK, I don't know if he's here today, like just go find a vintage one. I'm like, yeah, but where? I don't even know
actually,
where to
seriously.
find it. I mean, I agree with Kat. Like I'm not that adventurous yet. Like I don't want to start looking elsewhere, like in the pre-loved, and then oh my gosh, what if I don't get a good one and return, and oh my gosh, I just don't want to go there. And it is true, we just don't have anywhere to go. I'm still buying clothes, yes, I am, but I just won't be buying a $10,000 jacket. That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah. I think if you were to dive into this, it's either you have lots of, you could actually get your cost per wear. And this one, you need to get your cost per wear because it's a jacket,
yeah.
right? And then maybe
Yes.
it's say, okay, now it's worth getting because I'm going out to meetings, dinners, lots of stuff that you could, in a year you're wearing it like 10 times or something. Then yeah, okay. But otherwise, it's gonna sit in your cupboard. Worse than our bags, okay? Worse than our
I know. I honestly feel like if it's brand new, unless it's I don't even want to put a price to it because I just don't know if I can do it. I just don't think I will. Eventually I probably won't. But maybe if I can buy someone's pre-love one, like someone that I know that is the same size as me and they just don't want it and I like it, maybe. But hard
yeah,
to find. It's very specific when it comes to dressing. Like everyone has their own style, right?
correct,
So
correct. Clothing is
goodbye.
tough. Yeah, bye. Okay. Okay.
Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed our list of things that we are dropping. So to remind you, or just to show you, actually, let me see if I can change the orientation. There you go. So today we were supposed to be alive for members, but I did switch it. So that's why we are doing the one on the 9th instead, or the 8th. Tomorrow, it's gonna be a members live. It's gonna be on my channel, and yes, we're gonna share things that wish list items, like just a few that we are getting. So that will be fun. Definitely don't forget. Next week, we have another very special guest. It'll be on Kat's channel, and it's going to be special timing. Just pay attention to when she posts the thumbnail because it'll have the actual time on it. So it'll be for Pacific time, it'll be 4 p.m. instead of 8 p.m. And for you guys in Singapore, it'll be in the morning. Very
7
early.
a.m. Okay, people. It's 7 a.m.
Yes. And then the following weekend is still going to be on Kat's channel, and we'll have her favorite YouTuber as a guest. It's going to be exciting to meet
I'm so
Michelle.
excited again. More excited than you guys.
And then we'll keep you posted. So for now, that's what we're looking at. And also November 7th, we're changing time zones here in North
Yeah.
America, so you guys will be affected too. We'll keep you posted.
I guess
Yeah, so that's
by
the
next
calendar.
weekend. Yeah, by next weekend we will update the calendar because we're still having the old timing, but yeah, because of the
Yes.
daylight savings and all, we'll just update this. So just take a look
Yes.
at our community post. Yeah, that will be
Yes.
helpful. Okay.
Yes. We will always try to keep you posted on the community post, which is why if you look at the next one, these are the upcoming guesses that are confirmed. Hopefully they are still gonna do it because we've arranged for some of these people way ahead of time, so hopefully they're still coming. But so far they said they are coming, so super
Yep.
exciting to have them. So next week will be Lux Lockley, and then like I said, reminder, tomorrow there's another live for members. You guys will have a bit of surprise for you guys. So not only are we sharing what we will buy, but we'll have a little bit of a surprise also. So it'll be fun.
Yeah, we got some. Only members will know. Okay. All right. So we get out of this. Okay, let me just
Yes.
stop
All right.
sharing.
Let me just remove this. Let's go back to our normal screen.
Okay.
Maybe? Did I get an Apple Watch? I did say that I will get. I know Kat's one is like, ooh. I did say I will get one. So
Ooh, it told me to stand up. Well, sorry, I won't stand up. The
you
stand up
can
thing
if
is
you want.
annoying.
I
It's
know, it's so
annoying.
fun. I'm wearing my husband's one. So his is the Series 4, obviously the bigger version. But I'm using this strap so that I can wear it because all the straps are too big. And this one I have to fold it. See, I have to fold it to make it work
Oh.
because it's so big.
I have been enjoying my watch, and I knew I would because I do a lot of sports, right? I go to teach my classes. The only thing is, people, this is a heavy watch. Like
Mm.
well, I have heavier watch like my Chanel, my Cartier. They're all heavy, but because you're doing sports with it, and I'm doing gym, I'm carrying weights, or I'm doing my body combat class, which is like sort of like kickboxing. Holy cow! I have a bruise on my wrist here because this thing is going like tuk, 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 tuk. It's sort of like when I was wearing my JUC.
Oh,
it was sort of like wearing JUC, and it keeps going up and down. It was knocking at my bone. So this watch, the nubbin, the dial was, or basically the crown was going like this onto my skin, like not up and down, but it
Oh,
was
babe,
just
you
doing
should just
this.
wear the other way. You can change the orientation of your face to, and then wear the crown on the inside instead of the
I
outside.
know. Now I know. Okay, now I know. But then yeah, it's because it's got a bit of weight. And I was asking a few of the members in the class, I said, don't you guys get bruises on your hands? And they all looked at me and said, well, no, because ours is the aluminium, not like you bougie
Right.
bitch. And then I was like, what? Give it to me. And I held their watch. It's significantly, it's so much more sports appropriate. If you're thinking about getting this watch because you want to run, you want to do boxing with it, seriously, the aluminium is much, much better. It's more practical. This is, it's good, but you have to deal with heaviness on the hand. I'm used to it. It's just that, ouch. Ouch. I was like, ow, 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 ow.
Oh man, I can't even imagine. Well, obviously I don't have that problem because I don't even exercise enough. I don't even stand up enough, okay? So that's why I love all the interactions and reminders. But yeah, I will say that because my husband's one is the larger one already, so I feel like I will get used to the small, like the heavier stainless steel, but who knows, right? Yeah, definitely change the crown to the other side. I think that will help. Or I hear my husband said that they even sell things where you can wear on top of your watch, kind of like how you do it
Like a
for your
wristband.
Crew. Yeah, they do it
Mm.
like just to protect it, but I'm like, wait, I'm not gonna do that. Like I know because I wear it when I cook, like I wear his watch when I cook and stuff, but even then sometimes I'm just annoyed. I just take it off and
Yeah. The
I
reason
just do
why it's
my
so good
things.
for me is because when I can see it, like let's say, after one song is finished, I can press stop. I don't have to walk to the speakers to press stop. So I am it is like the best thing ever. It's like, ooh, stop. Turn on the
Yes.
music. Oh my god. Even the members are just like doing it. They're sneakering at me because they're like, oh my god, she's so lame. I'm like, this is the
Like, have
best
you
thing
been living
ever.
under a rock? Like, you don't know that?
It'll never get old. It'll never get old. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, I know. I think for me, I've avoided it all this time because I had a digital watch before from Huawei, and at first I was like, oh, it's just notifications and I can answer my phone on the watch. So I love that, but I'm like, it's just that. I don't care about the rest. But now it really has changed because since the pandemic, I've not really been going out. So I'm moving even less. So having a watch that tells me to move, and I don't know why, like I'm listening to the watch. Like if people tell me to move, I'm like, whatever. But the watch tells me to move, then I will move. So it's actually gonna be good to just track my health and with all the new features for Series 7, like fall detection, all those things. That's also good for me because I have fallen, I have fainted a couple of times, and thank goodness every time there was someone beside me. But if there was nobody, then hopefully the watch will save me, things like that. Anyway, yeah, stay tuned. You guys will see. Maybe tomorrow. I love your new 21 K pink bag, Amy. Yes, I know. Those of you who don't know what Ingrid is saying, watch my unboxing from I posted it yesterday, I think. Yeah, I was a little late this week. I love it too. I haven't used it because I've just been using the black one. It's just insane how good it is. Ooh, V Star wants to know how sturdy the crystals are.
Oh, they are not sewn. Wait, they're not sewn in. They are glued, right? But I don't know what kind of super glue they use because I'm kind of like, I have been trying to like pluck it out to test. It is yeah, heat pressed glued in. It reminds me of, I have this one t-shirt from Sass and Bite that has a lot of these kind of crystals on it. And I have washed that t-shirt in the washing machine multiple times. I've owned that Sass and Bite top for years. I don't hand wash it, though it's recommended, but none of the crystals have ever fallen out. So I think there is some technique to glue and heat stamp these crystals onto the material. There's some crystals where, when you kind of like pluck it a little bit, it'll sort of like flip. No, man, I don't know what they did to this. It feels like it's sewn on, but no. It's really like stuck on. But even if they come out, let's say for some reason, I don't know what you dug it in, Prada will replace it. They will fix it, because they say, they sort of like guarantee it will not come out. Verbally
Yeah,
guarantee.
I hear from everybody that it's really, really good that you don't have to worry about. And I saw on Instagram that they're doing like the different size stones now too, on different, like they're gonna have a whole range of things. I think they even have a top now, like a top, it's a hat maybe, like a whole
They
range
did
of
so
crystal
well with
things. So
this. Sorry, they did so well with this line. I think when they did this line, people just like, it's sort of like LV and their hard bag, right? They just did so well with it, and now they're just going with it. I'm telling you, Chanel's gonna come out with this. Give it a few years. Give it a few seasons.
Yeah, people will. I don't know. At Chanel prices, it's a bit of a killer. So we'll see. Even for during that same runway, spring summer 2022, they also have the pearl version, a pearl bag, but it's kind of like a flat pearl bag. I do wonder how that's gonna fare compared to the hard bag. I feel like most people are gonna be more drawn to the hard bag. They're both probably going to be just an arm and a leg pricing anyway, but I do wonder how well the pearl one will do, because it's kind of like doing two great things at the same time. So not sure what will the public favor. Okay, Kat, the Tiffany Schlumberger ring exists part gemstone, part diamonds. I'm looking at the Canadian site. It says 11,500. So I guess plus tax is closer to like 12.
I know,
13 maybe.
but I want diamonds. I saw the one with part
is it
gemstones.
like
so they have ruby.
Right.
They have ruby with diamonds. They have ruby with diamonds. They have emerald with diamonds. They've even got what's the blue one? Sapphire with diamonds. It's nice. But I want sort of just white, sort of like just white like this. So much. Even part gemstone is already 11,000. It's actually really expensive. Yeah, it's very expensive.
It's kind of like that.
Congrats.
But it's kind of like the like at one point it just is not worth it anymore. I know it's luxury and everything. It's just like those jackets. Like maybe a jacket. Maybe if it was still like 5,000, maybe. I don't know. Even 5,000 just sounds crazy to me. Maybe if it's like, 5,000, let's say. But now it's just, I don't know.
It's really crossed a line. Like, I'm not that. I'm not made of money, so I don't live a bling life. Bling life for me.
We don't have that kind of sponsors. I'm just kidding. Just sponsor me a Tiffany ring, please.
Oh, thank you.
I don't even think they would. Maybe I'm not sure, because I wouldn't know, but I know, unless for example, Apple, they do lend their devices, or like the Apple Watches, they do send it to influencers, those that do Apple reviews, but they have to send them back. So it's not really, it's not even
give it back
anyway. Yeah,
give it back.
It's just lending them basically, right? So just because that review is sponsored doesn't mean anything sometimes. It just means that you get to play with it. Okay, Lynn, I gotta leave now, but one question for you. If you were 22 again and just got a new job, which 3 bags? 22. New job. How am I supposed to answer this? I feel like, if I was 22 today, but I'm already 40 and I know better, I would make different choices than back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just got a new job. So probably I'll be paid really low and
Yeah.
sad. Obviously, but yeah, it's,
No, but at
you
least you can
know,
plan to get 3 bags,
mm,
and you can get like the ones that you're not gonna regret. It's not that we see, that's the problem that we have. Like last week, we've just talked about it, right, with Alex, where you have to go through all the stages of buying certain things that you regret now, or that you wish that you could go back and redo it. Like you can't really do that because
mm,
that's why you know better, because you made those mistakes. And honestly, it's not like you can afford what you afford now back then. You can't, like, I mean, unless you're very loaded. I mean, that's good for you. But when I was 22, I didn't graduate yet, but I didn't even have money to buy a car. Like it's just one of those things. Like it's so different. I feel like it's not the same. Uh, and I don't want to generalize. I don't want to do that, but I do feel like the youth nowadays, they have more. They have access
mm,
to more resources because their parents know better and they do better. So like our generation, right? We provide more for them. So they have more already to begin with. So they can start at a level that's like our level right now.
mm.
Whereas back then, it's not
No
like
way.
that. So I don't know if that makes sense. Hard to choose
But
three
yeah,
bags, but if I could,
okay, so maybe I'll take, okay, say if I'm 22 today, right? I'm 22 today.
yeah,
Today's salary and today's age and today's
yeah.
knowledge. I'm 22 today. I think I would buy a canvas bag still. I'll still get an LV bag because it's hard wearing. Yeah, the prices today are just insane, but I think I would still go for a LV bag for that whole all purpose use. Rains here, right? So I'll just get something like a damier bag. I'm not sure what bag, but something from LV in a lower price point. And then the other bag is I would save, right? Because this today's salaries and all, I think I would still save and get a Chanel. I think I would have, with that knowledge, just do it, right? Just do it. Um, third
She
bag.
updated.
What's that?
I
Oh,
saw her question after a few more comments. She updated her question. If you were 22 again, just got a new job, which bag would you buy first to reward yourself? And what would be the next 2 bags? Okay, that
yeah,
makes more sense.
yeah. So yeah, I think
So
I'll still
yeah,
get an
first bag
LV
should be
bag.
the canvas bag.
I would get an LV, a canvas. Okay, maybe I use it with canvas. I'll get a canvas bag, something that I can really, really use more while I start to save for my Chanel bag. And it's definitely like, now what I know now, I should have just gotten it earlier, and yeah, get done with it. And maybe, it's 22, dreaming for a Hermes bag. I should try to dream big. Why not? Right? Why not? Dream big. Save for it.
Yeah, I mean, at least start dipping your toes into just buying general things at Hermes, because that's what you have to do, right? If you knew
Yeah.
earlier, why not start earlier?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you have to
Get it
like
within the
I don't
year,
know.
right?
Sometimes if you
No, I
just
think.
pace yourself, like I don't know how to explain it otherwise. Like you buy one thing after another, next thing you know, it might be time for them to offer you anyway. And so just taking that process naturally, then maybe by the time you turn 23, then you'll have that dream bag, or like that like ultimate bag, that, and you're gonna be glad that you started early. And
Mm,
what I mean by that is you're gonna look back when you're in your 30s and 40s. You're gonna
that's
be
it.
like glad that, oh wow, I can't believe the bags now are double the price like back then. That's the kind of yeah, scenario,
But
I
that's
guess.
because to say that also because I do love Hermes and Chanel, right? Because I feel like there are the youngers now, the younguns now, the 22s, they don't actually like these brands. They just think it's
True.
overrated. They prefer the trendier bags. They prefer the more fun bags, which fair enough. I was that as well. When I preferred all the trendier bags. But then now that I look back at it, I'm like, you should have bought you should have bought all those trendy bags and just went straight for gold, okay? So, advice to myself. Yeah.
I think I would do the same course as you. Definitely buy a canvas bag. It's just easy to use as an everyday bag, and you don't have to baby it. Um, I think the second bag or the next two bags I will concentrate on is the classic flap.
Mm.
And yeah, start somewhere at Hermes, even though you can't get a bag right now because they don't just offer it to you usually by walking in. You can just start by buying things here and there and asking questions. Oh, how do you go about, and then just, yeah, go from there. Along the ways, you're gonna buy different things anyway. So I would say, yeah, those are the main three. I don't know. I feel like it's just default answer in a way. Like it's a safe it's a safe way of doing it and still build a very strong foundation of timeless bags in your collection without having to be, you know, without having to experience so many trendy bags in between. If you have that goal
Mm.
already when you're young, yeah. Thank you so much for the love of
Thank
bags, for your super
you.
sticker. Thank you. Okay.
Oh, I just changed the
Joe.
orientation of my watch.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good. I'm so tickled by this. Changing the orientation right now, people.
Yes.
Yes. Love
Joe,
it.
over the lifetime of your shopping, which house do you think will get more of your money, Chanel or Hermes? Ooh, that is a great question.
Over the lifetime, huh? Hmm.
Like, we have to imagine this, right? Over our whole lifetime. Ooh, I spent a lot of money at Chanel. I mean, I spent a lot of money at Hermes too, but I spent a lot of money at Chanel because it's longer. Um,
Over my life, which will you? Well, will. So will.
I will
Which
say
will?
probably the answer would be Hermes, just because I started Hermes later, and the prices of their things are very high. Like their bags are higher prices, even though they're very close now. I know if you compare like classic flap with quota bag, they're very close price now. But you guys also know that I own a variety of Chanel bags that are all seasonal. I only have one classic flap. If you count the jumbo, that's two. So everything else that I got before, they were still sort of reasonable back then. So
Mhm.
I spent a lot of money, yes. But I think just because Hermes bags are so high, like we just saw how much they like that round belt bag was, and that's just one of their styles. I feel like Hermes will take the cake very soon.
I think if I calculate today, definitely Hermes already. Because I do
Mm,
have like other like pre-love. I mean, I'm just considering like pre-love as well. I have a few pre-love bags. I got my Lindy previously. I've got my so I add up all of that, definitely like Hermes. Because it's so high. The price points are so high. One bag is like
yeah, 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 yeah. Price points high, but pre-spend is high too. And obviously, I know it's different for everyone. But unfortunately, both Kat and I live in cities that just have too steep of a competition, right? Like it's very much a known fact that here you just, if you don't spend, it's your choice. You can wait it out. Eventually, I have faith that they will probably, but it's one of those things where you kind of get anxious during that process of waiting. Just speaking for myself, right? Like I'm 9, 10 months in right now. It's like, I know it's coming, but you can't help but like always, you can tell yourself to be patient, just wait, just wait for it, just wait for it. But at the same time, you have your eyes on different things that you think, oh, maybe this will help, like not help, but like you like the item too, so you want to go and buy it anyway. And then when you're there, you also start browsing other things. And so it just naturally adds up without you even knowing it. And next thing you know, you're already at 2 to 1, 3 to 1. Like it really gets there so fast,
Really
faster than you
fast.
think. Which leads me to the next question. I don't think you will have to pre-spend as much on your second bag once you get your first one. You see, I will I will disagree with you, and I know your story you have shared with us, and I'm so happy for you, honestly, that it's different for you. But I have never heard anyone with this scenario here from all the people that I know
Mm.
locally, my friends' friends, and some of the subby that have shared with me that live here. Everyone has gone through for their second, third, whatever bag. They have spent, amounts closer to 2 to 1, 3 to 1. It's just, I'm scared. I'm scared. So not only is the pre-spend still going to be very, very high, maybe even higher for your following bags, but you actually have to wait longer too, just because
Mm.
there's not enough to go around. So, uh, yeah, if you do decide to get into this whole journey, right? Just be prepared to have a lot of heartaches and anxiousness and just
And have
a
a lot
lot
of
of roller
patience.
coaster feelings.
Yeah, have a lot of patience, I think. I mean, my
Carla,
bag.
I thought I had patience, but I'm like, I'm crazy
Yeah,
now. I'm
no,
just
so you
crazy
have to
now.
have a lot of patience. On top of that, just like suck it up, painful. It's painful. Because even for me, I'm already they say, oh, in 1 year you get 2 bags, right? You get offered. And
You
my last
can.
offer,
Doesn't
you
mean you
can,
will.
right? Yeah. I got my offer in January. We're reaching November. No, nothing. I have been buying, but nothing. I'm not anxious, but I can imagine with, let's say, by next year, July, I hear nothing. I'll be a bit like, don't I deserve a bag? I bet that's gonna happen. I'm not gonna deny it. So that's okay.
Maybe you're
No
not
money, no money, no
anxious
money.
because you've gone through the motion once already and you're more calm at this point, I feel.
Maybe.
But
True.
I feel like I'm just comparing it a bit to my Chanel experience too. Like even though I would consider myself pretty lucky, like that like obviously I love Chanel so much that I will do the research anyway, so I'm always on top of it. But not only that, I have a good working relationship with my SA, and we have a store in our town, so like all those things line up, and I'm grateful of whatever I can even get whenever I can get them. But even then it's not guaranteed. Like there are times where I couldn't get what I wanted to get and I just have to give up. But even leading up to a collection, because usually you see the runway, right? So you know what's coming out and you sort of have an idea of what you want, especially when you approach that month or that date when the collection is supposed to come out. Then you start harassing your SA, right? So this during this harassment period where they usually just tell you I'll do my best, or maybe they'll say yes or no. But usually it's I'll do my best because they cannot guarantee it, because other essays are also fighting for their clients. So you're just hoping that your essay can win or that
Yeah.
they happen to be able to get it for you first. Um, that period of wait, which is usually just 2 weeks, okay? It's not even months. It's just 2, 3 weeks of wait, drives me crazy. It's hard to describe unless you are like that too. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. So Hermes is like 100 times more that, okay?
It's intense, man. Ayo, this.
It's
it's
very intense.
definitely
Or maybe it's
something that
just me.
I
I'm just super worried. Like I worry a lot in general for different things, for small things. So maybe that's why. Who knows? Maybe
no,
I
but
am just
seriously,
crazy.
it's intense. Like if it, I mean, like you spend so much and you're sitting there like, dude, like even if you talk about Chanel, you spend like you think you spend, okay, you think you spend, right? Because you buy your bags and all, and then but your essay does not help you get the hot bag, and you there's that feeling in your heart like I'm not VIP. I mean, I don't deserve a little bit of your attention, and that's even not even a quota bag. Can you imagine how much more intense it's gonna be, right? When you're actually doing something extra because you want a bag and you're not getting it. Oh my god, like, gah.
Yeah, I think Chanel and Hermes are pretty secretive in a way, in their own way, right? So with quota bags at Hermes, you just don't know how many there are. You don't know. And whenever they offer it to clients, you see, I hear stories anyway, right? That you're supposed to see them bring them to a room, and they have a box coming out of the room. What's in the box? Like we don't know. Is it a quota bag? Maybe it's not even a quota bag. Like it's very secretive. With Chanel, it's secretive in a way that usually the hotter items, not necessarily classic flaps, but like even the small little things that are very hot, you just know that they will sell out the moment it launches. It won't even hit the floor. It will just sell out to all the VIPs in the background. And then after the VIPs is just the very important regular clients. You know, clients that often shop there, but they are maybe not VIP spending level. So those, I would consider myself to be one of those, hopefully. So usually it goes to all those clients, right? And that is why the the people who don't normally shop there will find it so hard. Like they will find it so frustrating that how come I can never get anything I want? You hear about those things and you see people unbox them, but how come I can never? Because that whole supply and demand, yes, of course. But it's hard to you cannot please everyone. They just don't have enough, right? So it's vicious. It's very stressful. It's very stressful. Why do we do that to ourselves? Anyway, June Wells, I just acquired the Chanel little black kit. Totally worth it. Been wearing it so much. Oh, I can only dream. Ah!
Ah. You know, I
Congrats, by the
also
way.
wonder if it's because I am here in Singapore. Like I just, if I could be naked, I would be naked. Okay, it's so freaking hot
Oh,
here.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm
Me too.
sweating. I'm just like the least, the thinnest material, the least material. Just I'm gonna wear that because it's so hot. Like some days you just can't move because it's so hot and sweaty. So when I think of a Chanel black tweed jacket, I'm like, are you crazy?
Oh, well,
Ah,
for you, babe, I of course I agree. Like
yeah,
if I could live in a country with no winters, you know, spring and fall, I'll deal with it. It's fine. But honestly, I wish that we have no winters because I would gladly not own boots and cashmere and big jackets and oh my gosh, so many of the like it, you know, my wardrobe is double your size, probably triple your size because of that reason. Because I need all of
yeah,
those things,
I'm
right?
sure. I'm sure it's out of necessity as well, right? Because you just have to, because it's so cold. Wool, you need wool.
You do. You freeze otherwise. And especially me, I freeze so easily. Oh, okay, let me just go to from the bottom. Um is this a question for us? Not sure. Have Chanel started making windbreakers yet? Windbreakers? Like the technical jacket,
Mm.
like the North Face, the stuff like that? I'm
Yeah,
not
no, actually,
sure.
no, I've never seen. That's a good point. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen.
But they have a winter collection, like the Neige, Coco Neige collections. Well, usually it's puffy jackets and vests and like toques and stuff like that, beanies. Do
Yeah,
they have? They must have. But it's not like, you know how Chanel is, right? It's not like they don't do the same thing every time. So if maybe one season they decide to churn out some windbreakers, you won't see it ever again. It's like it's only one time.
Yeah.
Um, you might see it in a few more years, but it's never really the same, which is why they have they have a different strategy for sure. Chanel is fresh all the time. It's always different. Even if they bring back the archives, it's a reinterpretation, which to us it's fresh anyway, because it's not like we always remember what was back then, right? So, and
Yeah, I think no lah. I don't think. But even if they do, actually they might, because ever since Carl, I mean, all of that, and the clothing, the bags have become more wearable, right? They're more easy to match with a lot of things. So who knows, right? Because I don't think in Carl's, in his time, he's gonna make a windbreaker. I don't think so. So who knows? Yeah, you might see, what's the name? Virginia. She might want to make something
Virginie,
that actually, yeah, Virginie. She might actually consider doing something that's more um everyday.
yeah,
Like the
her
everyday
style
style.
is her style is definitely more everyday. Very wearable. Hmm. Is this a question for us? I will say this, my essay said stock was low on bags. Okay. I think it's everything. Apple Watch is low in stock too. If you try to order one right now on Apple website, you won't get it
Oh,
till end of year.
yeah, sold out, sold out. So when I got my Apple Watch, I actually went online on that same day just to check to say, oh, I want to link it, right? No, all the ones with the double tour gone. All the ones with there were some of the ones that's not double tour, just a single, also sold out. So a lot.
Yeah. It was actually very because I've been following the Apple product news and reviews since I was considering buying my first Apple Watch this year. So I've been wearing this one, my husband's one, for I don't know, over the last month, past few weeks already. And so I have also been keeping up with all the news because at first they said they had no release date. Remember? They had no release date. And so once I found out that you could pre order on the 8th of this month, that's when I started doing that. Like I tried to pre order it. However, it's so funny because the pre order started at on the 8th at 5 a.m. Pacific time. I got up at 8 a.m. to pre-order, and already at 8 a.m., which is only 3 hours after they started pre-order, you could only receive it in November. I
Ooh.
ordered
Yeah,
it
yeah, you
on
told me.
3 hours after the pre-order. I'm not awake at 5 a.m. You know what I mean? So like, it's just crazy. The stock is just so low this year. But so I pre-ordered all of those on Apple, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's not even coming till November. So obviously I tried the Hermes website. Eventually they opened the Hermes website because in the morning it wasn't there.
Yeah,
um
it was thanks to you because you were like, go and check. I was like, oh really? I was actually on the Apple side, like, oh my god, we can order it. And I was gonna do it. Then and then something I was like, well, why don't you check on the Hermes side as well? Or some other color. I think you showed the black color. I was like, oh, there isn't this black color on the Apple side. It's like it's on the Hermes side. I was like, oh, on the Hermes side. Went on and everything was still in stock. It was like what time? It was like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, and that was the day after you, I think. Can't remember. Like, I don't know, something like that. Then
well,
I was like,
it's
okay,
the
fine.
same day, but for you it's the 9th already because I
Ah,
ordered it on the 8th in the
right,
morning, and then I texted you guys and said pre-order is now I would assume it's worldwide, right? So
right.
if they opened the pre-order uh at 8 a.m. Eastern time. So it was our 5 a.m. Pacific time because we're 3 hours behind them. So I would assume
So,
it's like worldwide. It would be around that time or that day. So for you guys, it would be on the 9th.
yeah.
Yeah, on
Oh,
the 9th.
and night on the
Yeah.
8th, right? But nobody probably, or maybe Singapore was just a bit like slower, like nobody cared, or
Yeah.
people were slow. So then after that in the morning, so it's nighttime for you and morning for us on the 9. I went on and it was still there, so I bought it. The next day, it was all gone. Like people probably woke up like, oh crap, pre-orders.
No, it was not our nighttime. It was the morning. But when I texted you guys were sleeping.
Like,
So by the
yes,
time
yes,
you woke
yes.
up, it was already our late afternoon. So
That's right.
yeah, the time zones is driving us crazy. Jordan,
Jordan.
is it me or does Amy speak Singlish? You know, I don't, but I do speak Cantonese, and we say the same thing at the end. Like anything you add la at the end, right? So maybe I just sounded for 1 second. I sounded Singlish.
No lah.
But you know what? Maybe I got it from you because I hear you say it all the time. But if I were to say it more Cantonese, it would be no la. It's more. It's not no la. It's no la. It's like it's
No
different a
lah.
little.
No
Yeah.
lah. Mô la,咁啊mô la，咁啊啊啦，咁啊冇啦，係咁樣啦。It's very Cantonese, right? It's very honky
Yeah.
Cantonese. I think
Yeah.
so in Canton, I know we are diverting a little bit, but I think in Malaysian it'll be like no lah. It's very
You know, my
it's
husband was asking me, which I said I don't know, but I said to him that I feel like it's still different for you guys because he said, "Oh, do Singaporeans and Malaysians speak the same way?" I said,
no lah.
I told him, I said, to
Let
us
me
it
tell
sounds
you.
the same, but I think they know
No.
the difference because I think I
Yeah.
hear Kat say that sometimes
I can
when she
hear a
goes back to
Singaporean from a mile
Malaysia,
away.
huh?
I can hear a Singaporean from a mile away. I'm like, Singaporean, I can hear you. I can hear you. But when I go back to Malaysia and I talk to my friends in Malaysia, they're like, you sound so Singaporean. I'm like, what has happened? I have picked it up. I have picked it up. There is some ending words. I know, sorry, we're diverting from luxury, but you know, just all the Singaporeans here. There are some add-ons to the words that only Singaporeans do.
Oh, such as what?
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me try to think of some now. So it's like, let's say no ba, like ba. I don't know where ba came from. It's B-A, okay? No ba. No ba. Like, first time I heard, I was like, what the heck is ba? Isn't it la? And they're like, no ba. No ba, B-A. So that comes from Singaporeans, okay, B-A. That's the one ending that comes from Singaporeans. It's some Hokkien thing or something. Oh my gosh. Ba. Okay.
Okay.
And then let's say they want to eat something. Let's say we are out at the restaurant and they say, hey, you guys eat lah. Nah. It's the way they end the finishing that it's sort of like that I'm like, who talks like that?
Yeah.
So it's a bit like you okay, so I have to do the Singaporean side. Let's say I'm saying, hey, what do you want to eat? I don't know lah. You eat lah. Singaporean again. Because Malaysians will be like, I don't know. It's very like, it will just finish. Or anything. But there is this finishing that's go like, anything
Anyway, I was telling him that I don't think it's the same because to us it sounds like it's part of you guys the same. But I remember you saying how you sometimes go back to Malaysia and you speak and they think that you're from Singapore or something. So I told him that I said, I think to them it's still different. It's just like how my mom, right? If she listens to us speak English, she wouldn't know the difference between let's say a native Canadian speaking English, like my husband, for example, he's like, you know, pretty like pure Canadian English versus someone like myself or even my brother. We sometimes still carry a little bit of the French Quebecois like accent. Like I lost a lot of it. Obviously, I corrected myself a lot, but like my brother, you can still hear sometimes that you can tell that it's not his first, or maybe it's not quite as pure. and it's not
Mm.
his first language. Yes, so to my mom, we sound the same, but we're not, right? So
Mm.
it's similar concept, I guess. Like I try to explain that to him.
But yeah, I think yeah. So is this is the finishing, right? So but it's funny
Yeah,
because Malaysians and Singaporeans we're so close, right? We're so close, and we have this like the two countries have sort of like this like no, we're always competing. I don't know
yeah, yeah,
why.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, your chicken rice is better, your laksa is better. No, mine laksa, but no, yours is not Hokkien mee. So it's all these things, right? So even the language, it's also a point of just jokes and subtle competitiveness. So yeah, when I came here, it I could hear a Singaporean from a mile away. But today, 10 years later, when I go back to Malaysia, they say you're not Malaysian anymore, okay? That sound of yours, is coming from Singapore. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened.
Oh,
Taxi
yeah,
drivers will
yeah,
tell
yeah.
me, they'll be like, hey, they'll talk to me, uncle, Tiong Baru. They'll be like, oh, where you from? Where you from? And they'll start talking to me. Yeah, stay here very long. This is Singaporean, okay? The 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 way it's so like, oh my god, Singaporeans don't hate me, but it's true. You guys know it. You talk like this. You're like, oh yeah, no lah, uncle. They all lah. Yeah lah, they day very hot No, no, I don't eat there.
No, but you have to, right? Like even when we travel, when if we go somewhere for a long time, you sort of adapt to how they speak. And then you come
Yeah, you
home,
have to.
you say it, you still continue a little bit, but of
You
course,
have
you've
to.
lived in Singapore for so long.
I
So
know. And
obviously
then
you
after
will
the
pick
uncle
it
will
up.
say to me like, are you then they after maybe they catch certain like accidental words that I add in, they're like, are you Singaporean? And then they're checking. I was like, no lah, uncle, I'm Malaysian. I'm Malaysian. Then they, yo, you sound so Singaporean, I said, yeah, like, uncle, I live here very long already. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm like, yes, I did it. I conned the taxi uncle that I am Singaporean. Check. Made it.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. Okay, Amy, do you think the Gabrielle style will come back soon? I'm considering now that the flaps are so much. Come back? It's always been around. It's still
It's always
around.
been around. It's always been
What maybe
around.
what you mean is whether it will be like hot again, like if people will covet it again. Um, it's hard to compete with the timeless classic flop because you can't compete. It's just one of those things. It's established already, and the Gabrielle is one of those things where you just get it because you love it.
It's
So
kind of like
I'm
the
not
boy.
really waiting for it to come back in trend or to come back into like everyone wants it type of you know um uh time. But I think you should just get it if you love it. That's what I say. Cat's
Yeah.
waiting for mine, so
Yeah. I am. No, I think the Gabrielle is like the boy. Which so the boy bag, the Gabrielle bag, to some extent, the Coco as well. There's sort of just a style, three of these styles. They just chug along, right? They just chug along. They have their own line. Every season they have some iteration of it. And that they cater to a market that just love the design. They love the difference, it being different. Maybe some like the Coco because it looks like the Kelly, but not the Kelly. They like the boy, it's not a flat, but sort of still a flat. They like the sharper edges. And then with the Gabrielle, it's totally like no other brand has it. So yeah,
yeah.
if you like it, go for
So
it.
just get it. Get it if you love it. I don't think that it's too late to still get it. I See, that's the thing. Like, why are we even thinking so much before getting anything? I mean, I know why, but at the same time, we should ask ourselves, like, why are we even debating so much? Because, you know, instead of debating and waiting, and then many years or months pass, and then more price increases happen. If you had gotten it back then, first of all, you got it at a better price and you would have used it already by now. So you already are getting cost per wear, number one. And even if, and that is only even if, right? Because we buy to use, not to resell. Even if one day you decide that it's not for you or that you prefer rehoming it to spend on something else, at least you got it at the price back then. So your potential losses, if you even have to make a loss for reselling it, is lower. So sometimes I just feel like if you just feel the urge that you need it in your life and that you can't stop thinking about it, just stop thinking about it and just get that damn bag. You know what I mean? Of course, if only if you can afford it and don't get into debt. I hope we don't always have to make that disclosure. I think we understand each other, right? Yeah. So
Let's do it.
just get it, girl. Get it. Don't wait till it comes back in trend, whatever. It might not.
Yeah.
Just get it if you like it. Yeah. Okay, Joe, one more question. Mini Kelly 2 or Kelly Pochette? I watched GPS video and it completely changed my mind.
Oh,
Haha.
what is GPS's video? Let me take a look.
I think he just did a video of like talking about the two. Sort of like a
Oh,
comparison because he has both. I prefer, just based on look, the Kelly 2, Mini Kelly 2, only because you can have a detachable strap. I know it's smaller and it's more structured, so fitting a large phone like this is kind of tricky. In fact, you probably have to do it diagonally if you wanted to not like damage your bag. But at this point, I would treat the Kelly as a micro bag, so I might not even put my phone in there. And if I do, I will just put it diagonally. That's fine. Or I might just buy a smaller phone next time. Who knows? So for me, that is more of a mute point. I feel like I prefer aesthetically the Kelly 2 more. So I would just go for the Kelly 2. Even though Kelly Pochette is less expensive and it's more spacious, I don't think I will not buy it if I was offered one. Like if I was offered either one of these, I will buy it anyway. But if I had to choose between the two, then I will still go for the Kelly 2 if they were both available.
yeah. Me too. I kind of like the Kelly too. I like the D ring there and having that leather strap that comes with it. I kind of like the Kelly too. Though the Kelly pochette is so similar. I don't know. I'm not a kind of person that likes to modify my bags. So if let's say the Kelly pochette, you actually need to get another strap, and usually people buy the long twillies, right? And they tie it and they make it into a bag. Is that the one?
Yeah,
Yeah, is that the Kelly pochette? Yeah. You know,
I will
mini
say this
Kelly.
too. Not only am I, I don't, I don't do charms, right? That's one thing. Usually, I don't do charms. But I also don't really do twillies either. I think the
Mm,
only exception I'll make is if it was a very light color and I just don't want to have to risk ruining a handle. That would be the only exception. But otherwise, I would keep it plain as well. I just really like it the regular way. And I mean, sometimes I don't mind playing with accessories. But on the Kelly pochette, to add a strap to that, it just seems very awkward. Like, how would you add a strap to that? Would you be
you add
attaching
it
it on
on the
the
handle, like
handle?
at the side.
But
Yeah.
that's just
Like you,
weird.
yeah,
That
so
is
that's why
very
I don't.
weird.
So for me, if you want to carry the bag, it's definitely just a pochette. So I kind of no, I still prefer. Yeah, aesthetically, like you, I agree. Mini Kelly too. Get it, get
Yeah,
it, get it, Joe. Get it, Joe. Get it, Joe.
they're probably not very easy to get. I've never seen. Have I even seen one? I never even see any in person. It's very interesting that people unbox them and you see them often online, but I never see it in person ever. Okay, plenty of stock Apple Watch in store in SF. Both my husband and I
Ooh.
got our pick. I got the double tour. bleu
Blue
lin,
lin.
and then was debating between the gold one. Yeah, it's great that if they have a lot of stock, because I called my Hermes store many times on the same week. The same week that I found out the launch day, not the launch day, the pre-order date and the launch date. I called them like at least 2 times. No, I called them 2 times, my store, and then I called customer service two times. So I called the 1-800 number, and then I called. They didn't have it. They didn't have the. They have the straps, and if you wanted to try on the watch, you can try on the straps with their dummy watches. So it's not even real watches. They don't have the watches. And they were only gonna trickle in later. So they didn't even have it on launch day, which was last Friday.
Wow.
So, but Apple is from SF, so I would hope that they
There
would
should
have
be
more
stock.
stock there.
There should be stock. Can you imagine if San Francisco has no stock? That would be just people will go to San Francisco to go to the airport like, dudes, where is our stock?
Yeah, the company is in San Jose or something, right? So it's pretty much in SF. So like, come on, if you don't have stock there, oh my gosh, I would be sad.
The whole town, I
Oh,
mean, the whole
Silicon
city should
Valley,
be wearing
yes.
Apple.
Okay, let me see. Go to the bottom.
Oh my
Ooh,
goodness,
for
funny.
me, Kelly Pochette. Interesting. How come?
It's interesting. Oh, it's just a dream to own one. I use a Twilly for my mini Kelly. Ooh.
Nice. Oh, I want a mini Kelly too.
It's gonna
So
be
many things.
yeah.
Oh,
I saw
okay.
one comment up here.
Roy would like to rephrase Joe's question. Which one first? Oh my god. Mini Kelly
Mini
2
Kelly
first, and then yeah.
That's fun. Oh yeah, that's one more. I see one from Snow. It's just a comment on my little spiel on the taxi driver. Sia. Sia is another word that comes from Singapore. No sia.
What does that mean?
It's just an ending. It's like it's an emphasis. It's
It's like yeah?
no. It's like no sia. It's like you're so wrong. No sia. It's so confident of the sia at the end. It's like I swear I have no idea where that came from. WEI, way, no way. No way. It's like unbelievable. It's like so unbelievable. Yahweh. No way. How can we? Like it's just like an emphasis at the end. Sia, way, all this Singaporean. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Malaysians.
Wait, but is that even Cantonese? Because it's funny, when we were in me and my mom visited Singapore the first time. So whenever we ordered anything, we would speak, well, she would speak Cantonese, but a lot of times they don't speak Cantonese, so they reply in Mandarin. So for me, I would speak Cantonese first, and if they don't speak Cantonese, then I'll speak English to them. Usually they know English, right? It's like interesting. It's so interesting. So is that even Cantonese? Like the stuff that you're saying? What is it?
No, but because actually Singaporeans don't speak Cantonese. It's not common here. It's not common here. It's Mandarin and Hokkien. So the moment I speak Cantonese,
a lot of them that they speak Cantonese though. But not everyone.
they from
I did notice
Malaysia.
that whenever they didn't, it's Mandarin.
Yeah, not many. Majority is Hokkien and Mandarin, because that's the first language, I think. Yeah. Then so when I start speak, then my Mandarin comes out like and 我不要这个了 then they speak to me 你講廣東話得冇？得啊，你得講廣東話，冇同講華語，唔得講華語。你喺邊度嚟嘅 ？Where do you come from？ KL 人。哎呀，我都係啊，我係怡保嚟嘅。They're like, I knew it, Cantonese. So they usually, if they can speak Cantonese, there could be some roots to Malaysia.
Yeah, it is definitely. So what Snow is saying here, the ba is written. It is a written way of speaking. Nobody says that when you're speaking in Cantonese. You don't say that. But when you write it, you do say it, you do write it at the end, but I guess the Singaporeans have made the habit of even saying it.
Wow. No, so
Which is
it doesn't come ba like that. Like just like no ba, no ah, ba. Ah. Then so the way they say it is like no ah, no ma, no ah, like that. But when they write it, it becomes ba. So when I
no, this is
you're
the
right. So
written way, yes.
yeah, so when they write it, let's say in English, they write da 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 da, they end the word with ba. And for the longest time in the beginning, I said, what the heck is ba? Who talks like that? Who talks no ba, no ba? And then I realized it's exactly what you said. They don't pronounce it as Noba. They're like Noah, Noah. It sounds it's like but written as ba. And I gave hell to my Singaporean friends. I was like, just use AH. What? Where did BA come from? It's confusing.
I'm trying to think about the years that I learned Chinese when I was younger. Do they have a la? La is not really written. It's more like the liu. So the written way is liu, but when we say it in Cantonese, like it's kind of slangy, then you say la. Ba is actually written way, and I guess they speak it, but we don't
And
say
they say
it in Hong Kong Cantonese though. I don't think I've ever like I will when I read if I read it in class like a textbook and I read it to the professor, I will have to read it out. But usually when we speak it, we don't ever say the ba though.
I know, right? So you're like, Moa, it's like the it's an emphasis, it's to confirm it and to say it with such certainty. Noah, it's confirmed, guarantee. But when they write it and type it to me in in the WhatsApp or Signal or whatever, they put the bar at the end. I was like, what is
That's
bar?
so funny. Oh my
What's
god.
bar, mate? Then obviously when a Singaporean, when a person tells me it's ending lah, bar. What's bar? Then I'm like, what is bar? So you're having this Malaysian and Singaporean fighting. What is bar? What is BA? And they're trying to explain
Okay, so
to me
ba
that
definitely come from Chinese, and it would be it would be written Chinese. So it doesn't matter Mandarin or Cantonese because that's the written way.
so English doesn't
Yeah,
help.
as far as
Okay,
I know, like I know enough to know this, I guess, because my written Chinese is like elementary, so and
so
even then I
and
forgot a
I've
lot
add
of it.
this before we end because Singapore has more endings. They just have more finishings. Malaysia is very very straightforward. La la. But here they have ba, sia, we, lo, le, everything. It's kind of funny.
Sounds made up to me.
It's all made up.
Like
It's like no
a lot of
le,
it
no
sounds made
way.
up to me. Oh, that's so
Love it.
funny. Okay, Erica, I got offered Michael's Chanel top handle. You both got in black and light blue. Has anyone seen it? Do you recommend it? Oh, I saw it only in
Ooh.
Instagram. I've never seen it in person, actually. In person, I've only seen the ones that I got.
Black
But it's
and
so
light
pretty. You
blue.
know,
Wow.
ah,
Nice.
the
No,
I don't know about the light blue one, but I saw an Instagram post of the purple one, the light purple one. Is made in Italy,
Ooh.
but my black one and my pink one is made in France.
Duh, that's interesting.
Yeah, same style, but how come they make it like I guess even same style but different colors they make in different places, which I thought was very interesting because I'm like, yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, we love it. You know what I mean? Like it's just one of those things. It's hard to explain. You love something, you just want it and you just buy it. Like stop thinking about it if you really love it. The thing is, I did say this too. Are you Erica? Yes, Erica, you're a member. So I don't know if you've watched the episode where I previewed the unboxing, and I even said in that same episode that if you think about comparing, like I know it's hard to compare, but if you think about comparing, because for me, right, for me, personally speaking, when I think about a purchase, whether I should buy it because I am saving for the pre-spend and I'm, anticipating that quota bag, it's a lot of money. So should I be saving the money, not spend it here and just, spend it? But when I thought about this, I was like, okay, is there anything that is even similar, remotely similar at Hermes that I can get, that I cannot, that can replace this micro bag? No. I couldn't think of anything that is even remotely similar that gives me that joy of carrying a very novelty bag that is still functional. Like there was nothing like that. There was nothing that has like a handle, a strap, and it's a nano size, yes, but it's a very generous nano size. There was nothing that is comparable. So in a way, I justified the purchase that way. Yes, you don't have to buy 3. No, don't buy 3, but one is okay. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Okay, besides BCK, what other bags do you guys love? I'll let
So
Kat go
many.
first. I have a few in mind.
I love the Lindy. I love,
What
love,
size?
love, 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 love. Okay, so I do like 26 because I think that's a good size to use for everyday casual work, da da da. But I think the mini is growing on me. I like the mini. It's cute. I just need to see it in real life and try it out because I'm not sure how that bag will look like when it's crossbody. But I do like it. So just the mini, I said the Lindy design, love. I love the toolbox. I have a toolbox. What else? Okay, and then I like the in the loop, the pig nose one. It's so cute.
Yeah.
I like the picotin, but picotin. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I
You like
like
it, but you
it.
don't
But
love it.
yeah, I don't love it. Yeah, I don't love it. I think yeah, I don't love it enough. So I like those 3. If I can think of any more, do I like the Ruly? Yeah, I don't like it. If I want to get the Ruly, I would rather get the C. So yeah, those 2, 3.
Yeah, for me, it's the Lindy Mini. I feel like it's a cute bag that I would consider. Obviously, I've never seen it in person, so we'll see. And then I do like the Picotin because I like a bucket bag, and just based
Mm.
on that knowledge, I think I will like it quite a bit. So that would be my first choice, actually. That if I had to buy non-quota bags, that would be the first one I'd try to go for first, and then I will try to go for the Lindy mini size. As a third, I will add the one that you're giving up, the 24 in the mini size. But yeah, I'm scared because it's so expensive.
Yeah,
It's
it's so
like
expensive.
I love it, but should I be spending that money now? I don't know. So those are the ones that I like. And then I saw, okay, we're at the 2-hour mark, so I'll just finish up with the questions we have here. Just want to shout out to Chris. Thank you so much
Thank
for your
you,
super
Chris.
sticker. Thank you, thank you.
Oh my
Okay, my H journey. What do you think of the Hermes Licol 17? So I looked it up while Kat was talking. So it's like a bucket bag with a strap, but the strap is very colorful. I don't know how I feel about it.
Oh.
I'm not sure I
Mm.
actually like it. Only because, so I'm sure craftsmanship, everything is great, but it just gives me Monsieur Gabriel vibe. How much is it
Yeah.
even?
I'm not sure. It's kind of cute, huh? But yeah,
It
I'm not
is,
sure.
but I'm
Wow,
not
it's
sure if
200.
I like it enough because, like,
Oh, do the
I'm not sure
conversion.
if I like
Hang
it
on.
enough to get the Hermes version. Do you know what I mean? Like, the LV version is good enough for me. If like your one, the
Wow, it's expensive.
how much?
Okay, so it's actually in stock in Thailand. It's 210,000 baht, and if I did the conversion to Singapore dollars, it is 8,500 Singapore dollars.
Is that retail?
Yeah, retail. Yeah, it's in stock in Hermes.
Oh, that's high. Okay, I don't like it that much. I don't even like it actually.
Yeah.
Just very honest opinion, first impression, okay? Maybe I'll change my mind later, but first impression, I
Yeah. I'm not sure yet. Yeah. The pictures look kind of nice. I wonder if the strap is detachable.
well, I'm looking at the fashion file site because they have pretty good pictures.
Mm.
Honestly, I prefer, speaking from my heart, I prefer the LV version.
Petite Noe, right?
Yeah,
Is it? Yeah. Or the other,
I
the leather
prefer
one.
LV.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm not.
let me try to move fast here. Any interest in vintage? Not for me, not yet.
Yeah.
I don't know about Cat.
Mm. No. No.
And then last question, for the love of bags. My heart dropped when I saw the mini Lindy in person. It was so darn cute. A gal shopping at Hermes had it. Okay. Sold.
I
I'm
need to
getting it.
see it in real life. To see it.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it looks so cute. It looks cute on pictures. It looks cute on review videos. It just really is one of those things where I'm like, it's just, you think you like it and you'll probably will like it when you see it in person. Okay, it is 5,000 USD. That
Wow, that's a
is
lot.
no.
That's a lot.
Sorry.
That's
But
a
you do
lot.
you. I
That's a
just, when I
lot.
saw it, like truly when I saw it, I thought, oh, I'd rather get LV Vittinoe. That's my personal opinion. Okay, thank you so much, Luxees, for joining us today. Of course, if you're a member or if you would like to join us as our members, please come to our live show tomorrow as well at 10:30 Pacific time, or trying to
1:30.
convert here. Is it 1
1:30.
1:30, right?
1:30.
1:30
Yeah, PM.
Singapore time. So we'll talk to you guys again very soon tomorrow, and then of course next week, special timing, Cat's channel. We have a special lovely guest with us. Okay, bye.